This particular article we are going to discuss. This article is particularly talking about the different events that remain in the global arena in 2023 and how they are going to impact 2024 as well. India's success and India's gain, failure, difficulty, challenge has been mentioned under this article. So particularly this will be associated with the GS paper 2, international relation, and India's relation with the different powers such as the US, China, Western powers such as France, Japan, and also situation in West Asia. You will find different further point in this article. Particularly, this article start with the mentioning major events that occurred in 2024 or 2023, like the COVID-19 pandemic. It was word comes out of COVID-19 pandemic, and in the different variant also seen across the world. Global economic slowdown faced by the world economies, Russia-Ukraine war, certain climate challenges now, the greenhouse gas impact of the sea level rise, okay, and other thing that is impacting the global climate challenge. Also escalating debt burden of the developing countries, that the developing country like the Sri Lanka, Pakistan and others, Brazil, Argentina, all face the economic crisis and debt burdening. This also include the debt trapped by the China as well. And recently we saw the Israel-Hamas conflict, and also already we have mentioned the Russia-Ukraine war that is continuous for the last year. World faced. Now, this article is talking about what could be the future prospect for the Israel and Hamas war and conflict. It is depend upon the how the Israel is going to react, and uh, as per the recent goal that has been explained and propagated, advocated by the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, is that we are not going to stop this war until we are going to release all the hostages by the Hamas. Second, we are going to eliminate Hamas, destruction of the Hamas. And third is that create effective deterrence to ensure that there is no threat from the Gaza. So these are the things that Israel want to achieve, but how much this is going to be achieved, it will be soon, it will result, it will becomes, outcome will come in 2024. We have also seen, due to this Israel-Hamas war, there has been the growing regionalization of this war, because there has been the attack in the where Arabian Sea, and particularly in the area of the Yemen, by the Houthi militia. These are the community. Houthis are a militia community of the Syria, and it is backed by the Iran. So this attack will also impacting the global inflation, because the sea route need to change, and if the sea route will be changed, then it will cost heavily to the across the Europe, Asia and other areas. So it will increase the global inflation. Just let me show you where this route lies. This is the Yemen. The attack is taking place this area. This is the Bab al-Mandab choke point straight. Okay, it is between uh, the Yemen and Ethiopia. This is Ethiopia, and ship passed through this, and by this it reached to the countries of West Asia, North Europe, North Africa, and all the Europe. Okay. So this has been route, but if this attack will continue, route need to be changed, and you will get how the route is going to change. This route is now that is being followed, but if the attack is continue, it need to be changed either if the ship is coming from this area. So this will come from this to this, Australia and other areas. Okay, and if it is coming from this area, then it will have to take route of this. So this large route here to here instead of here. Are you getting now? It will be the thousand of kilometers, and if the transportation route distance is increased, if the distance is going to increase, then it will increase the cost as well. So global inflation will increase in such case. Okay. Next point is talking about that it is very difficult to prospect future, to know about the future prospect, what is going to be final destination for the Russia-Ukraine war. As this war has not become between the two nations, this war has become between two systems. One security system that represent the NATO and other Russia itself. So Western security system represented by the NATO and other system represented by the Russia. Russia, this war also brought forth to the world the particularly how the Russia is weak and how this weakness of the Russia is making it vulnerable. But other counterpoint of this is that this is not Russia is fighting not just against the Ukraine, but Russia is fighting with the whole Europe and whole Western system that represent the US, Europe, other West allies such as the Canada, Australia. Everyone is supporting the West, and Russia is fighting from the east side. Okay. Other thing that will decide the outcome of the Russia-Ukraine war is the this year's presidential election of the US. If the Trump is going to win and going to come in the power, it is the chance that Russia will prevail because the Trump support the Russia and there is the closeness between the Russia and the Trump and the Putin. But if the Joe Biden is going to be further into the power, so the Ukraine-Russia war is going to extend it, and there will be uncertainty. What are the issues that is being faced by the Indo-Pacific region? The hot conflicting area has been seen in the Taiwan, North Korea, and South China Sea that has been continuously in the focus point in the Indo-Pacific area. Particularly, the South China Sea has been the conflicting matter between the China and the Philippines. So this situation in the Taiwan, North Korea and the South China Sea all depends upon the how the rivalry is going to take turning point between the China and US rivalry. And yeah, there has been also this all issue has been due to the particularly India-China border issue has been due to the absence of flexibility from the Chinese part, and particularly the imperative of India's resoluteness. This has been a reason for this border conflict. We have seen the India's gain last year, 2023, particularly with the relationship with the Western nations, particularly with the US-India relations have been improved. Particularly, if you see that US-India initiative on the critical and emerging technology, that is also known as the ISET, it has been successful. But there has been the dipping point that has been the issue with the respect to the Khalistan issue and the particularly the plot of attack and the killing of the Nijjur in the Canada and also the plot for the killing to the Pannu, that is they are the Khalistani leaders, and the reaction from the Canada and US has been a disputed conflicting point between India and US and Canada. So this is not going to, the intensity of this events is not going to impact this strategic partnership between US and India that much, as we have already came very close in a strategic partnership, but still these have some potential, not that much potential to impact overall relationship between India and US. But yes, still there will be dipping point, as we seen that the Joe Biden rejected the India's proposal for the being chief guest of the Republic Day. However, we saw that this has turning towards the India asked for the French president to be chief guest of the Republic Day, and he accepted. That's why there is a prospect for the better relationship between the France and India. We have also seen the special relationship with respect to the Japan and Australia, and we have seen the consolidation of the Quad, that is the Quad that include the Australia, India, Japan, and US. The relation with Russia, as we have seen, there was the India and Russia skipped two annual summit, particularly in the previous 2 years, 2021, 2022. 2022 and 2023, but yes, we have seen the acceptance that possibility of this annual summit to be take place in 2024. We have also seen the this improvement in the India-Russia relationship as the Putin's praise for the Prime Minister Modi, and also recent now that this uh, this visit by the Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar is still going on, and there has been the positive development. And as per the statement from the S. Jaishankar that the India and Russia relationship is time-tested relationship, and it remains stable, resilient, is stable and resilient, strong and free. This is the statement from the external affairs minister. So you should you should use this word in introduction or the conclusion whenever you are going to write between the India and Russia relationship. We have also seen more achievement from the Indian side with the success of this G20 presidency, and we saw the what? We saw the particularly this declaration, New Delhi leaders declaration, and it was with the 100% consensus. So it shows the India's ability to hold a global summit under its presidency, and its implementation will depend upon the next presidency is with the Brazil, and after that it will with the South Africa, how they are going to implement this declaration, New Delhi Leaders Declaration. So you should remember that 2024 who will be presidency under the Brazil presidency, and 2025 it will be the African presidency. What will be challenge for India, particularly in 2024? Particularly, it will be the China. China has increased its footprints across the area where India considered itself as the backyard. For example, South Asia. And recently, we have seen the footprints of China in Maldives, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan. Bhutan was a very special case where we have seen a close approach, and Bhutan was very much was not that much under the Chinese footprint, but recently we have seen there is proposal from the China to build up the linkages between the Bhutan and China, road linkages, rail linkages. Also, there has been proposal for the land exchange that was under the dispute, particularly the what? Which area? Anyone of you? Doklam. Doklam was very close to the choking point to the India. So on the Doklam, there was the talk was going on between Bhutan and China. Yeah, right. Further in 2024, where India need to focus, particularly in the climate change and negotiation for the various free trade agreements, besides that India have to promote its expertise in digital technology, as well as India have to show its readiness to accord the place of priority for the artificial intelligence in the nation economic development. We have to promote, we have so. Besides that, India have to positively engage at the multilateral grouping such as the G20, BRICS, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and also Indian Ocean Rim Association, Bay of Bengal Initiative for multi-sectoral technical and economic cooperation. This is also known as the BIMSTEC. And also need, India also need to push its effort to bring more reform in United Nations Security Council, particularly with the increase in the permanent membership and also veto power. India is making effort to get the veto power and inclusion in the permanent membership. So these are the area where India need to make continuous effort. So this article is all about all these things. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubt, you can ask.